What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're talking about what happened this morning. And that's right, Darius is no longer a Detroit Lion. I know, it sounds crazy, but he's really not a Detroit Lion anymore. Now, we're going to be talking about what the Lions got in return and what this means for the Lions. I just kind of want to talk a little bit about Darius Slay. It seemed like he wanted out for sure. Twitter, he wanted to be gone. And I don't know if that's because he knew the Lions wanted to move him. I don't know if that's because the Lions wanted to move him because they knew that he wanted to be out. I'm not sure what it was. It seems ever since Quandre Diggs left, he just wasn't very happy here. So, I mean, you can't really keep a guy around like that doesn't want to be here. It's super unfortunate, though, because, throw all that away. It's Darius Slay. It's big play Slay, and he's not going to be in a Lions uniform. I mean, I can't even... Like, what? Darius Slay in an Eagles uniform? It just ain't right. It ain't right. I don't know. I don't know how to... I don't know what to say about it. It stinks that this is the way that he had to leave. Like, the way that he had to go out was under these circumstances, like, with everything. It was just an ugly way to leave. Can I just say that? It was just an ugly way. So the Detroit Lions did receive 2 picks. They received a 3rd-round pick and a 5th-round pick in this year's draft. So they did receive a little bit more in the 3rd-round pick, but also just a late-round pick. So I believe they do have... Well, they do have three 5th-round picks now. I think they have 3 5th-round picks now. If they didn't trade away one with the Patriots, but yeah, they should have 3 5th-round picks, 2 3rd-round picks. So yes, they definitely have some picks now, but I don't know. It's crazy. And we also saved about $10 million because we did move Darius Slay without getting a player. I believe we saved like $10 million, so keep that in mind too. So Lions will probably go sign someone else. I'm assuming they'll sign someone else, or they'll make a trade for someone else because they do have that capital to make sure possibly go trade for someone else. Maybe not as expensive as Darius Slay, because Darius Slay did get that money he wanted. He got 3 years, $50 million, which I believe is just under $17 million a year. So he did get the big money. He's no longer a Detroit Lion. So yeah, the Lions are going to have to find a way to do it without him. But I feel like, it almost felt like the time has kind of come. It just didn't feel right. I don't know. You don't want to keep a guy around that doesn't want to be here. And ever since Quandre Diggs was traded, it didn't seem like he really wanted to be here, which is unfortunate because obviously, you throw all that aside, it's big play Slay. Like, big play Slay was that dude. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Darius Slay was obviously one of my favorite players. I'm going to probably root for him in Philadelphia for sure. It's just different, dog. I just can't think of Darius Slay not being in Detroit. But we'll move on. We'll figure it out. Desmond Trufant's probably our number 1 right now. Amani Oruwariye is going to be our number 2. Justin Coleman will play the slot. And then we'll probably add some depth. Michael Ford is still here, I believe. So I'm not sure how the Lions are going to approach this. Obviously, Jeffrey Okudah comes to mind right away. And I think he's the obvious option, but I don't think he's the must option. I don't think Jeffrey Okudah is a must just because you lose Slay. I don't think you need him right away. You do have Trufant for 2 years. You do have Amani, who's a second-year player now this season, and I think he's going to develop into a big role. You don't have to take him in the first round. You could go sign a veteran. You could go trade for someone younger. You could take a cornerback in the 2nd or 3rd round now. You could trade back and take one. I think there's a lot of good cornerbacks out there not named Jeffrey Okudah, so you don't have to take the 3rd pick and use it. Like, if the Lions could trade back, with the Dolphins, get 5, and they take this Isaiah Simmons. Or if they stay at 3 and they take Isaiah Simmons, I think that's still an option to take Simmons. To get a linebacker that can cover, really bolster that linebacker core. Maybe if Chase Young is there, still take Chase Young. See, at the end of the day, the Lions need to find a way to get pressure. I mean, Darius Slay played really well last season with no pressure. But our defense was off. Our pass defense was terrible, and it's because we didn't have anybody getting to the quarterback. And honestly, that could be the case again if we just go at cornerbacks. We haven't really added any kind of pass rushers. I mean, we got Nick Williams. He's a solid pass rusher last season, but that's the only time he ever did that. We had Jamie Collins, but, I mean, he's not anything huge. We lost Devon Kennard. So we need to add some pass rushers, in my opinion. I think if Chase Young is here at 3, you definitely still got to take him. I don't think Okudah is a must, but I think he is a guy that definitely keep your eyes on. And if the Lions wanted him, then obviously they're going to probably have a good option here because Okudah should be there at 3. So, yeah, if they wanted him all along, then I guess it does work out because you would have Okudah. You would then have Amani. You would have Trufant. You would have Coleman. So the cornerback group wouldn't look awful, but again, you're losing out on Simmons or Young or whatever that may be. So, again, it's just crazy. I mean, I just wanted to talk a little bit here. I know this isn't probably breaking news anymore because I've been talking so long, but I've done this video a couple times. It doesn't feel right that Darius Slay is not a Lion. I don't know really how to feel. And it's not like, oh yeah, I'm done, the Lions are over because they lost Slay. I still believe we can be great, and I hope we can be great. I'm rooting, for Darius Slay when he's in Philadelphia. I just kind of hate how it ended. It just didn't, it was an ugly ending, and I don't know. What do you guys think? Darius Slay not in the Lions uniform. I mean, it's not as crazy as Stafford gone, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. Slay was Slay was like a staple of the Lions. Like, you think Lions, you think big play Slay, right? You think the finger way. Now you're not thinking that. Like, I don't know. It's crazy what this team's going to, that this stuff is happening. But again, I did feel like if, the Lions kind of had to do it because he didn't want to be here. And I don't know if that was because the Lions started that. I don't really care who started it because it doesn't really matter. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. The fact is he's gone. So, we got a 3rd and 5th round pick, not bad. We saved about $10 million. We'll see if the Lions sign somebody. I would keep an eye out for a guy like Logan Ryan. He's like 29 years old as well, potentially, if you want to go that route. We could go younger. I'm not exactly sure. Please no Xavier Rhodes. Whatever you do, don't bring in Xavier Rhodes. But yes, Darius Slay is now a Philadelphia Eagle, and us Lions fans will. I thank you, Darius Slay. I may even have a letter that I'm going to write to Darius Slay because he's been awesome for the Detroit Lions. Wish you the best in Philly. But now it's time to move on, and let's figure this thing out. Hopefully, maybe we'll do something else for free agency. I don't know what we're going to do, but again, we saved like 10 mil, so we definitely can make some more moves. Anyways, keep your eye on it. I'll keep you guys updated. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching.